Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night to my sister Vavine from Australia. I like the good night bit of it. Thank you guys once again for joining in. And of course, it's another exciting and interesting one. Very, very important for that matter. Hello, Sister Funmi.
Hello, everyone. This is Olufumilaya Williams. Funmi. We are here again today to talk about something very important and pertinent.
Oh, yes, important and pertinent indeed, because guys, you know what it means. These people, these special people, I think they're a special breed of people in my life. The people you call single parents, whether a single dad or a single mom, I respect you. Actually, I give you a hug wherever you are now, if you are watching me, because even with a husband and other support, I still feel very overwhelmed. However, you do it, only God knows. But then what we bring here is good news that there is total freedom, total solution for you and your sweet, beautiful children. Things will never be the same again. So if you're a single parent or you know a single parent, a single mom, single dad, single grandparent, single auntie, please share this video for them. We just have them at heart and we think that they need to know this. So, Sister Fumi, the question why Onpassive? Today, the response is it offers total solution and freedom for single moms and dads. Over to you, sis.
Okay, we are talking about single mom and that, and I'm telling you, comfort, I resonate with what you said just there. Even with a husband, I still struggle. I struggled, I still struggle now, and I'm still struggling. Let alone single parents that I have to be both mothers and fathers, and then both mothers and fathers, you are the two parents at once, and then no sharing of bill, no sharing of anything. It is an awesome, awesome task and responsibility. So why are we saying this? Because then they don't have time to rest. That's one thing I've
Mm,
noticed. They don't have time to rest because it's not like they have someone there to say, okay, you go and meet mom or go and meet dad. They are just there by themselves. They have to be the one to attend to as many children as they have. So there's no resting time. This is an opportunity for those that choose to want to stay indoors with their children. It is a great opportunity for them to be able to sit, have a business that they attend to at home, and then have enough time with the children on. But also the good part of it with Unpassive is if they decide not to, I can choose to have take time off to rest and have someone come and look after the children and be able to pay for childcare, or take the children or have someone come and look after their children while they go out to work full time
mhm.
or part time, whichever one it is. But they will have enough to be able to afford the resource for them to be able to have the childcare if they choose to that kind of option. But what are we
Right.
saying here? Basically, it gives them time to have a me time, to be able to breathe
Mhm.
and just think, you
I
know.
know, I know, sis, because one of the things that I think you and myself know, I don't know about others, is that the world that we live in today is not a very good one. It's not a very friendly one. People say a lot of things, people do a lot of things, people act differently and stuff like that, such that you need to be around your child or your children, and there are certain things that no matter how much you spend on your child's education and child care, child minders and stuff, there's some particular education that only you can give to your child. And why not? The time is now, for every single parent, mom or dad, whoever you are, as a single parent taking care of your child. There's that me and you time that your child needs, that they need to say there's something that is in their heart they really want to share with you. But because you don't have time, not that you don't want to listen, but then you need to go to work because the bills are waiting. Other things, any other thing is waiting for
Mm,
you alone. Your mom, your dad, your uncle, your auntie, your grandmom, your everything, your babysitter,
mm,
right? But then the time is now. I don't think it's a matter of choice. If it were me, I don't have choice but to just like this. I just want anything that I would do. and 24 hours around the clock, I am around my children.
mm,
Nowadays, children want to travel, right? I'm trying nowadays, like mine, they have a choice because there's some sister Funmi somewhere. They feel
mm,
that if I don't want to go to Japan,
mm,
Sister Funmi will take them to Japan. You know what
mm,
that means? They just
mm,
want to go there and spend 2 weeks doing the Thai boxing and fighting and stuff. If that's what brings them satisfaction and
mm,
you can afford, what
mm,
are you waiting for? The
mm,
opportunity is here.
mm,
Hands free.
mm.
These you have only two hands, and you need these two hands to lay on your child, to touch them, to cook with them, to send them around. You need just one mouth to either shout or to smile or to cry or to do whatever, how annoying they are sometimes. You need all of this time to be there for your children, and Onpassive offers it all for you. Total freedom. Just define freedom in your words, fit it in the Onpassive ecosystem, and you have it. Any kind of freedom you want, define it using any kind of word, put it in our ecosystem. It is there waiting for you. So single parent, join in, have the fun, and sis.
You know why I mentioned that? Because sometimes there are those that are career men and women, and they love, that is their passion, that kind of thing. So even within their passion, they can still do that. And in this day and age where we have people, parents are working from home, what is stopping you from having your own passive business as
Mhm,
well as your full-time job? And if you decide, okay, I don't want to do full-time job anymore, I want to, because I love working, I want to do part-time, you can easily do that and still stay at home, such that eventually this will be your full-time job. It is going to be a
mhm.
full-time job anyway. So talking about that, let's also look at every parent like to spend time with their children, regardless of whether they are professionals or they are not professionals. Look at it this way: if the children they're being homeschooled, or you choose that option, or you choose to have them, or whichever, maybe, because I know parents that have teachers come home to teach the children, and they do that privately tutored. They say they have their children privately tutored. So even if you wanted that, you will still be around that child, and this will afford you the resources that you need to cater for that, such that you're not thinking, oh my goodness, I cannot privately tutor this child because
Mhm.
I don't have enough resources for it, or I need to go out to go and get the resources, and then not have enough time for this child. But that will be not be the case, because then you have, it's like killing two birds with one stone, because then you can
Exactly.
be at home, and then you have enough resources to privately tutor that child, and you are present while that child is being tutored, so that,
Mhm.
just like my sister said, just like you were saying, my sister Comfort, people are not, sometimes, yes, you can do DBS and do everything, sometimes people still hide and do evil things. So you need to be, your eyeballs, like my people say, shine your eye where while they're
Exactly.
tutoring your child privately, even under your roof. It's very
Exactly.
important.
Something that is exciting about this opportunity we are presenting. I know that work from home is quite becoming the order of the day, especially after the pandemic. However, remember that if you work from home, it is a job. You're working for somebody, you have an employer, and so you work within the confines of that job. You have a job description, you have when to and when not to and how not to, why and why not to, right? But then the freedom here is free. There's no condition attached to your freedom when it's coming from the ecosystem of the Onpassive, of Onpassive. When your freedom comes from the Onpassive ecosystem, that freedom is free. Because these words, it sounds like a joke, but then it's real. Freedom is not that free as we find it, because you need permission to if you are sick, you need to call in sick. If you need to travel, you need
Definitely.
to, yeah, you need if you need to travel, you need to ask for a leave of absence or leave of whatever and whatever, or holidays and stuff. But then with Mr. Mufareh, if you choose to do what my sister is saying, that some people choose to homeschool if they want to, you don't have to, then you take off and you just start going. If your children are going to school, all you wait is for them to come out for midterm or for the 6 weeks, the summer break, and so on. You plan the next journey and you're taking off. You don't need permission from anybody. You don't need support from anybody. You don't need anything. If you need that me time, because there's sometimes you need to give yourself that treat, you can afford enough to pay for quality child care. Say, all right, I just need to go away for 2-3 days on my own to have some rest in a 5-star quiet room somewhere by myself for 3 days. You can afford it. You can pay no matter how much you ask. You say, all right, you pay a bit more because I say, yes, I can afford it. Take care of them. Let me just go and come back really quick. Kiddos, I am coming. That is the beauty of what Mr. Mufareh is offering us here. And the first person any normal human being should think about should be a single parent. How you do it, only God knows. Because sometimes I imagine these people are octopuses. It's just that the other parts, the other moving parts, you can't see them. Because you need to pick up the child from school, you need to come back from work, you need to go shopping, you need to call the doctor, so, but then so just imagine that stress that you don't just need to bother about those things. Just imagine that in the morning you wake up and freshen up and take your children to school by yourself every day and bring them back. I have met with a child at the park. This is not a joke. Who is calling their baby, their childminder mom. I was like, first, I used to think that maybe this child is adopted. To be honest, I thought that it was an
I
adopted
understand
child.
what you're talking
Yes,
about because you know
yes,
me. I'm a registered
exactly.
childminder
You
as well,
are a
so
registered child. I think you can testify to that.
I
Maybe I
can
don't know if you
testify.
have
Yes,
experienced
no,
it,
it's not.
but
It's not a lie. It is not a
yes,
lie. It is
I'm
not a
just
lie.
like, this
It's
child is
not a lie.
calling
I have
you
children
mom.
call me mom, and I
Yeah,
have to
because
point
mom
them
is
in
nowhere to
direction.
be
You have two
found.
moms. This is mom, mom, mom. So I tell them
Mhm.
mom, mom, mom. If they're small, I
Yes.
say this is mom, mom, and I'm mom.
And the real mom here is me, the childminder, whom I spend more than 12 hours of the day with the child, and you spend just a couple. Because when you come back naked in the night or in the morning, you're sleeping and then wake up and start going again. So this child is momming me till when, and what happens later on, and things like that. So what we are doing is just trying to present it how it feels. We're appreciating what you do as single parents, and we are telling you that what you need is just this freedom. These children need you. They need you there all the time. You badly need them. That I know. But at times, even as a mom that is with them, when I go continuously for 3 days and they are not happy about it, I'm going and weeping. So, my God, they're really sad that I'm going, but I need to go. But then they're with daddy, right? But then I'm still sad. So I'm just trying to imagine, what do single parents go through? There's no need to go through that anymore when you have it here. And the truth about our ecosystem here is that what we have in there will benefit you as a family, as mom or dad and their children. It will benefit even the children, because the security that comes with it, and the things that are on pipeline for children, which would be published as soon as it's ready. It's quite safe and very, very secure, that if I'm in the kitchen and my child and my children want to do something online on the children's platform, I will let them do it, because I know how much security that Onpassive comes with, and things like that. So there's every reason and every need for every single parent to be part of this, just to have this time, both for self and for the children.
Mm. Very
Yeah.
important. It just reminded me what you said was how we have sometimes parents that have children that are either sicklers or they're just naturally very sick most of the time. And how when I used to work in the office, they would tell you, oh, A and B and C have taken annual leave, right? They've asked for annual leave before you. So apparently you can't go, but yet you have an appointment to take that child to the hospital. So you can
Mhm.
imagine what single parents face when it comes to that kind of situation where you,
Yeah.
like you said, they don't need to ask anybody permission to be able to take a child that is theirs to the hospital and take time off and not feel guilty about it, or be told by a boss that, oh, ABC, and is it only you? Are you the only one someone with children, why is it that, oh, your children is all, they're always sick all the time, blah blah
Mm-hmm.
blah blah, and things like that. That takes all the, because that is an emotional stress on single
Right.
parents as well, because you can
Mm-hmm.
imagine they are already stressed down with the responsibilities that they carry, and then you have someone in the office also tell them that. How do they cope with that? So this is one of the things that Onpassive is going to help you eradicate
Mm-hmm.
if you choose not to go back to the office. It's not something we are
Exactly.
saying, oh, you have to do, oh, Comfort Afumi said you have to resign your job. No, we did not say that. What we're saying is that the probability and the opportunities are enormous for you to be able to do that if you choose to. You understand me?
Exactly.
So that you are
It's
there
just a
for your
matter of
child, or you
choice.
are exactly, you are there for your
Yeah.
children, especially if that's what you desire. Because I know some people prefer to be out of the house, honestly speaking, because
I
I've met.
understand. So, like my brother Kingsley is saying that single moms and dads need Onpassive because it runs on autopilot. No boss, no deadline, no lifting up of your finger to do anything at all. And so
Uh,
you
le-
have
let's
all of
let's
this
let's
time.
let's cross check that, because I remember people will say, "Oh, they said we shouldn't lift any finger." Brother Kingsley, I understand what you're trying to say, but let's remember we have a part to play in our job. It's our business, so have a responsibility to go through your business every day. Go through your
That's just
marketplace.
it.
Go to
Yep.
go and find out what's happening. Find out whatever product that is being released, purchase it, put it in your marketplace, let them start doing that. So you still have that responsibility. So that part of not doing anything, there's a part for you to do, and you need to do that part diligently and with
Mhm.
huge responsibility, because it will help your business to move forward, and it will help Onpassive also to move your business forward for you.
Exactly. So, sis, I think I would like to say that we had quite a good discussion yesterday on
Mm,
how you can make on passive your full-time source of income. So, if you
yes.
can go back and watch that, you will understand what she means that by buying products and putting in your shop,
Mm,
it's none of yours. But then I agree with my brother Kingsley because
mm,
the heavy lifting is all
has been
done by
done.
the CEO and his team. We don't know what is happening at the background. We don't need to know. All we need to know is check your back office, which is your own office. Then of course do all of the basic things. Those are basic things, and I think that's where he's coming from when he says you don't lift a finger. Of
Yeah,
course,
I understand where
even
it's coming from. It's just
yeah,
that
even
we need to
if
stress it so that
I
those
know,
who are coming in will know.
even if you are a queen and a king that you are being served every day, there are other duties that you need to walk and go in there by yourself. You need to use the small house, you visit it by yourself. So those basic ones, we will do them. But the rest, the CEO and his team, they do that, and they do it happily. The on passive business is family friendly, it's student friendly, it's
Mm,
anything friendly that you can think about. So just begin to think and wonder. If you have any questions, ask us in the comment section, especially if you're a single parent. Just ask us any question how you can be part of this, or if you like, you can click, there's a link there, you click and visit our ecosystem to have a look. Because in pidgin we say, come take your eye chop Christmas. It means come and use your two eyes to celebrate Christmas, to see how Christmas looks like. Some kind of, that's just a kind of a literal translation. It just means that you no adventure, no discovery, right?
mm,
So just go in for it, ask. So if I hear that I will have time, I'll finally be there for my child. I'll leave any other thing I'm doing and just have a
mm,
look,
mm,
because it's no fun. It's no fun. Your child needs you, because one thing about this world we live in is that if you don't do it, somebody will do it for you, right? If you
mm,
don't do it, somebody will do it for you, and they will do it the way they think it should be done. But then that's not how you want it done. If you don't tell your child, if you don't listen, so that you
mm,
advise accordingly, you know that how they are growing, the moment, the age and the stages, they differ. As they are growing, things are changing, especially when they're adolescent, teenagers, and stuff like that. You need to be there to listen, especially that's the most annoying stage in their lives. But unfortunately, you have to be there to listen, take it all in, and have that conversation, that discussion. Sometimes they just need something, they just need you to talk to. And if you are not here, I'm afraid they will tell it to somebody, and that person will give them a quick solution, a quick fix, which will lead them to another angle, to another direction. Why not get it here done and
yeah.
dusted and have a life? I'm just happy that I have a life. See, let me quickly say this. When I was when I was a student that was in Germany, my son was had to go through an operation. On that day, I was programmed to work. I asked for permission. They refused. You are a student. You don't have much to do. And then I'm so angry with myself that I actually went I had placement. But then I was not concentrating because I could have made a mistake. I could have given wrong medication, or I could have taken somebody's medication and given to another, or made a fatal mistake just
Yeah,
because I'm
because
thinking
of
about my
emotion.
child.
Yeah,
And
you're
this
not
child is with this
emotionally.
father. So I
Mm,
can imagine how many times do single parents go through this. My
mm,
child was with my husband in the hospital going through surgery, but then I have to come to work. That's how bad it is. That's what my brother is saying here. You don't need a boss, you don't have one, but
mm,
then you are the boss of yourself. You choose what to do, when to do, and how to do it. When your child has a surgery or any medical situation, you are there with him or with her all the time, and all of those things. That is just why we are bringing this to you. And if you want to know more, click on the link, or if you just need help, you want to ask questions, go ahead and ask, be it on YouTube, be it on Facebook, wherever you are watching us. Sis, anyone thinks, please?
Uh, it's. I love what you said there, because at the end of the day, the business is still running. Do you know that? That's the difference
Yep,
with Onpassive.
yep,
Because if you
yep,
go and they decide to either put you on a disciplinary
yep,
action, or decide to sack you, that's the end of income for you. But with
right?
Onpassive, you go to that church, go with that child to wherever you need to go to, and the business is still running. So far, you've done
Mhm,
your part that you need to do, the business keeps running. And then it's an opportunity also for you to reach out to other, single parents,
yep,
to
yep,
empower them. You can see, sometimes we're in a community and you see what someone is going through, and you see them, they're single moms or single dads with 3 children, 5 children, six, and you're thinking, oh my goodness, can they work?
yep,
Because there's no amount of work they want to do, first and foremost, that is going to give them the freedom, let alone the enough income to be able to take care of all those children. And we're not
mhm,
just talking about now, but we're talking about later on in the future. So it helps you to empower other single parents as well, and tell them, look, this
exactly.
is what I've seen. Are you interested? For because some people, I don't know how people do it, but t- like someone said, money is finishing in the pot. You're not going to be on benefit forever. You understand that kind of thing.
Exactly.
So some people were, but no, because I worked in the Department of Work and Pension before. I've seen people categorically say they don't
Right.
want to work; they just want to stay on benefit. So it will help that single parent to think about it, the opportunities that is put in front of them, and think, oh my goodness, is this for real? Is this true? Okay, if they're interested, then become part of this awesome business, because it
Mhm.
is I don't think we're going to have any kind of business in on the face of the earth
No,
apart from this one.
never.
I don't
For
think so.
those of us who live in this generation,
In
this
this
is actually
generation,
the
no,
only business
I
we'll
don't think
ever
so.
need.
I
Yes.
don't think so.
So there are great contributions here from our sisters in the house. Mama G says failure is not an option, as Unpassive is stacking the cool infinitely to eternity. Thank you. This is so true, so sweet. Hence, quality time given to your children, loved ones, and humanity as a whole.
And
You
that,
can
and
write a book. You can write a
definitely,
book out of this. Yes,
yes, yes.
that's Unpassive for you, sis.
Yeah.
And then Vavine says, hats off to single parents. Yes, it takes a tremendous amount of strength to be responsible for your child's entire happiness and to hold down the fort of a home. Unpassive is a real game changer. How better could someone have said that, sis?
Mm. Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent, ne? Excellent.
That's just the way to go. So, guys, what we do here on this platform, we present Unpassive just objectively as it is, but then you are left with the choice. If you think that you want to have a look, ask us questions. If you have a question in the chat, most of the people who are watching with you there are
Mm,
people who know how to help. Anybody who finds a question there, please help them. Give them a link to go on it, have a look. If we want to show them how to register or anything, let them have a look. No harm in trying. When
mm,
you sign up into our ecosystem now, you have 3 free products to enjoy. Onet, which is a social media platform, Omail, which is a
Mail.
mailing platform,
Trim.
Otrim, you have a big, long, ugly link. You just shorten it to this tiny and portable and sweet. That is how Unpassive is. So, sis, let me read this if you would like to comment on that so that we'll finally rounding up.
Okay.
So, Dilip says, no other company in the world till now, only and only on passive, our loving CEO Ash has announced of getting the total time and financial freedom.
Freedom.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent, excellent. What I
Mm.
wanted to remind people, where those who are watching or will be watching this video later on, is that some of them might be querying, oh, so how do we join? How do we? Please find us on YouTube or Facebook. You will see some of the videos there that we've done in the course of last week to this week of what the procedure is. And like my sister said, there are links that are going around. You will see them on our Facebook page, on YouTube pages. You go and look for those links, because you cannot come in without those links. So you need to look for those links. Once you look for those links, then click on one of them and do exactly what it tells you to do. That is one.
Yeah,
Then there are videos that we've done for you to know and have a better understanding. Apart from that, I'm going to put it here as well. You can also, if you want to know more about this company, you can also go and check out, because it's good for people. Some people will say, oh, don't they have a website? They do have a website.
definitely.
We are not a
Definitely there's a
we are not
website.
we
Yes,
are a very authentic and standing mortar and brick company. So I've put it there.
exactly.
You can also check on the company's website, which is www.onpassive.com, to learn more if you choose to. But you
Yeah,
cannot come in without those links. Okay, that's all I
exactly.
will say.
Exactly.
Just make sure you watch the YouTube channels, go to the YouTube channels and look for some of those videos, because they will help you, whether now, later, or in the future. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so guys, to be honest, I'm just ready anytime. If you just got have massive messages, sometimes I miss out on messages, sometimes I just get tired of reading. But if I just see a note on WhatsApp message, on WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger, say I'm a single parent, that I will know that it's about Onpassive. I'm stopping anything I am doing. You can call me, you can chat or anything. Any of us here, we are happy to do that. Any of everybody watching with us here who is already in on passive, they are happy to help you anytime, anyhow you need help. So just ask for help if you think that you want to have a look. This is for you, single parent. Don't go again. Do not leave the babies crying and you go with a heavy heart when there is every reason for you to have this total freedom and have a life like you've never dreamed for before. So, sis, I don't know. What do you think? Start rounding up.
Yes, we round up. I don't think we have anything else to do, so it's left for people to make an what do you call it, a decisive, important, as well as choice. What do they call it? I don't
Choice,
even know.
yes.
A choice, yeah. Because they've heard, they will decide whether they want to juggle with a job, or they want to have an authentic business of their own that they can run from the comforts of their home and do the bits they need to do, while the company does the heavy lifting for you. And you have nobody's guilt tripping you. You are not feeling full of guilt because you've done what you are supposed to do, as in being able to cater for your children and stay with them and care for them the way God
Right.
will want you to. You understand that kind of thing. So it's now all in your hands for you to make an informative choice. I think
Yes,
I will leave
exactly.
it there.
Informed you take exactly you take an informed and wise decision of popping in, because like I think Auntie Margaret said this too yesterday, job just means just over broke, right? And if you can say a lot from jobs from being just over broke in the name of having a job to make money, because when you are jobbing you are really physically broken, because the depression breaks you down, then you are broke from the pocket. You're broke because you're going out there and leaving your children and weeping and not bringing back anything good to say this is why I have to
even
leave you
even
and go.
emotionally
You know,
even emotionally, because
that's what
you
I'm
don't know
saying.
what the atmosphere of
Yeah,
the job is when they get in there, and what the boss and the colleagues have said, and then it's ringing in their head. Then they come home as well, and there's nobody to for you to tell those things to. You understand
right.
that kind of thing.
That's the thing. That's the
Mhm.
thing. So give it a look, guys. Give it a try. No harm in trying. You don't pay anything to have a look. Just stop by, walk the beautiful streets of the ecosystem of Unpassive. where more than 50 IT sophisticated state of the art products, IT products are waiting for you. As it stands, we are 5 years ahead of time. We own it. So join us and see who is here, who is awake yet and
Oh,
joining
Aunt
us.
Celine and Uncle Rob, they're still, she's still awake at this time. Oh my word.
Oh yeah.
Aunt Celine, you need to
And
go and sleep.
listen, until Lynn is still awake. No, 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 she's already woken up. And
Okay.
then who is still awake here, I'm very sure, is Vanvine. So
Oh,
there's a lot of people we need to send back to bed right now.
good night. Go
Thank
and
you,
sleep.
ladies.
Rest. We
Thank
need
you so
everybody to
much.
be alive. You understand me?
We
Thank
really,
you.
really appreciate all everybody for all the support, because the comments that you add to this is what makes this show a whole. I think that if it's just my sister and myself, sometimes we'll spend time either talking over each other or just, but then your
because
contributions are
because
what make it.
we both talk a lot, don't we?
I'm the quiet one.
Oh yes,
So
I agree with you on that one.
I don't think, I'm not sure at all. So we're happy, guys. We love you. And tonight, of course, at 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, until Lynn is here, so I can't pronounce it wrong. I can't say it wrong anyway. I'm working hard. 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, EDT. We have Mr. Collins Manor of the Old Tech Pro and Andy Bergs, the Pigos guy, to bring to us from their own perspective how much value, because the ecosystem as it's hanging there behind this thing, the Onpassive ecosystem is jam packed and filled up with crazy products you've never seen before. It's all about value,
Value.
value that would transform your life and take it from one planet to the other. So come in the evening and listen. These guys are just wonderful, wonderful. Thank you once again so very much for the
Thank you,
support. A lot of
everyone.
people are supporting me. I'm just like, I'm the
That's
times
good.
yeah, they send stickers. I don't see because I'm a bit either new to it or I don't know, but
Mm.
I really appreciate. Thank you very much for all the support. Thank you for everything you are doing, and we really appreciate. It's all going a very, very long way. And as a family, let's move on. The love is real. Everything much appreciated. Thank you.
Thank
Oh,
you very
thank you.
much, everyone.
What was the long talk for? Thank you. Love you guys. Love you so very much. Thank you.
Love you all. Bye.